What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another episode of Movie Fanatics. This is episode 36. So, hope everyone's doing well tonight. You guys know my co-host. He needs no introduction. So, how are you today, sir?
Doing good. It was a long day today. Happy to be on here.
You know, I've had like a really long last couple of weeks, but this week so far for me has actually been going pretty smoothly. So, that's always good. So,
not bad.
But yeah, we got some topics to cover tonight. So some stuff about Jean Grey, not Famke Janssen, that hasn't heard back from Disney about her returning. Daisy Ridley is starring in a MMA movie. Sorry, about ICU nurse who turned MMA fighter.
Mm-hmm.
And then Taylor Sheridan and Peter Berg are teaming up for a Call of Duty movie. We're gonna talk about that tonight. So, but anyways, you know what we start with. It's the weekend box office, and this has been a disastrous weekend.
It has been a very disastrous weekend.
So let's go ahead and take a look at the box office. In first place is Black Phone 2 with a 35% drop.
$8 million.
With $8 million domestically. For this to be the highest grossing movie this weekend, and because of the fact that it's only $8 million, that's horrible. That's no, but like I'm saying, like just for this weekend.
Yeah, for this
like
weekend.
Just for this weekend. I mean, I'm glad this someone's still making money, but I'm just saying for this weekend, that is horrible. But I'm still glad that someone's making money, 106 million worldwide. So
yeah, just disaster for this weekend, but impressive with worldwide.
Yeah, it's impressive with this one at least. So, all right, let's go on to the next one.
We got Regretting You.
Yep, Regretting You, 7.8 million, 43% drop for its second weekend.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting. Two movies with Mason Thames that are literally in the top 3 for box office. You can tell it has not been a good weekend for box office.
Yeah,
like, you can tell.
Not many people went to the movies this weekend.
There was really nothing out, honestly.
Yeah,
like there was like nothing.
If you count Begonia, but that just got like a wide release because it came out.
Just got a wide release on Halloween, limited on the 24th.
Limited on the 24th, yeah.
Yep. So, this one grossed 51 million worldwide, which is good. I enjoyed the film. It's not terrible, like everyone else seems to think it is, but
yeah,
it's pretty good.
It's terrible.
Well, it's not. Not bad at all.
And we trust Luke with his reviews and his opinions on the films.
Like, I promise you guys, it's really not that horrible. Like, everyone's like, worst movie ever. And I'm just like...
There's many other worst movies that came out this year that are probably worse than this.
I mean, this ain't War of the Worlds bad. Like,
no.
Let's be real about that. This ain't War of the Worlds bad.
Or as I would call it, After Earth 2 bad.
Yeah, or hell, it's not even Strangers Chapter 2 bad. How about that? There you go.
But Hunter says, I looked at box office projection numbers for Wicked Part 2. This movie is expected to make 112 million plus opening weekend.
That's pretty good.
Good.
Let's see. Now You See Me 3, which is projected to make between 12 and 17 million domestically opening weekend. All right. And he said it was decent.
All right.
I'm hoping it's good. I mean, I like the first 2 movies. Running Man is projected to open to 19 and 28 million domestically. Now, that's awesome.
That's awesome.
And just so you know, I get my box office projection numbers from Box Office Mojo, Box Office Theory. Okay?
All right.
Worst October of theatrical releases in 3 decades, apparently. That's crazy.
Crazy.
So, but, yeah. So, Regretting You, I'm glad this one was still making money. It's a good movie. Okay? Like, people, just give it a chance.
Yeah.
All right. Move on. Let's go on to the next one.
Chainsaw.
In third place is Chainsaw Man.
6% drop. 6 million.
Up 130 million worldwide right now.
Now
I did see this because Chainsaw Man, the show, was only 12 episodes and they were all under 30 minutes. So I just binged through that entire thing. It's a fun show, but very, very strange. It's very weird. And the first half of Reze arc is a romance movie, but once the twist occurs halfway through, it becomes a gore fest by that point. And it is a lot of fun. I saw this with my best friend and one of my coworkers, and it was an empty theater for a 3:00 showing. So we had the entire theater to ourselves.
That's like me when I saw Roofman. I had the whole theater by myself. I was the only person in there.
I'm guessing that must have enhanced the experience to you.
Yes. No, well, Alamo Drafthouse, they don't, you can't text or talk, just.
Well, that's like a very strict rule that they have. So
yeah, but I just enjoyed it without the hassle.
Well, you better hope that goes for tomorrow when you go see Begonia. So
my showing, there's going to be a lot of people in there because it's a 7:30 showing, and yes, I'm seeing Begonia tomorrow.
Yes, so and we'll talk about that here in just a little bit.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I really like Chainsaw Man a lot.
Yeah, they did a lot of good advertising for it at New York Comic Con this year when I went.
Well, and also Chainsaw Man has a big fan base because of the show and the manga, so makes sense why it made money.
Yeah, Begonia.
Yep,
wow,
Begonia. 608% increase. That's because of how much more money it made after its limited theatrical run. Mm-hmm. Now it's on a wide release, and right now it's at $11 million. I was going to try to see this film last weekend. I did not get a chance to, unfortunately. But when this comes to streaming, I probably will watch it. Like probably when it comes to streaming is what I'm saying. Like probably when it comes to streaming, I will watch this movie.
I'm seeing it tomorrow. I heard nothing but good things about it.
Yeah. Hunter says, I saw Skill House. It was amazing. Psych. It was pitiful. It was so bad. At the top of my lungs expressed my I screamed John Jacob Jingleheimer at the top of my lungs to express my disapproval for this movie. Bro, you're literally speaking my language, dude. Like, I left that film so fucking pissed off. Like, I've talked about this before, like, ad nauseum, that, like, how pissed off I was when I left that movie. I never
even heard of this film.
We'll probably talk about that later, off stream.
But, the budget of Begonia is 45 to 55 million.
And movies like this are not going to make like tons of money because these are movies that are technically meant for like artsy film fans. And Yorgos Lanthimos has a very selective kind of audience, where stuff like Poor Things and Kinds of Kindness, like he's a very, very selective audience.
But this is more this film is more of a comedy than a horror film because the poster here makes it look like it's a horror film.
And I've heard this one feels a bit more mainstream than most of Yorgos's movies. So,
and this is how my screen looks.
Hold on, one sec, if I can. Yeah. No, it's not. Hold on. It's there. Oh, put it back up.
This is how it looks for tomorrow for my screen of Begonia. 7:30 screen.
About to be a packed showing.
Might be.
We'll see.
But I'm excited to check out the film, which this guy made me watch the trailer to, and I liked it. I was interested. I was interested in seeing the film after the trailer.
Let's see. By the way, did you hear that Arnold saw The Running Man and loved it? Nice. Hell yeah.
All right. My expectations are very high for this movie now.
I will be rewatching the original Running Man next weekend in the build up to the new one.
We got 2 more weeks.
Yep. Well, actually, no, 1 more week.
Oh, 1 week, yeah.
Because this week we got Predator Badlands.
Yeah, which
and then next week we got Running Man. And then we got Running Man, Now You See Me, and Keeper next week.
You know what the top one is going to be.
Yep, we'll see. But in fifth place, Back to the Future. It did its re-release run. 4 million.
Good.
Let's see what else.
Not watched it for its 40th anniversary yet, but I already did see Back to the Future in theaters like months ago, or like a year ago. They had it. My local Alamo Drafthouse had it, but it looked good on the big screen. I don't think I would make it out to watch it for its 40th anniversary. I mean, it's my all-time favorite film. If you guys, if you guys
don't keep up for some reason,
yeah, and if you don't keep up, Back to the Future is my all-time favorite film.
Yeah. All right.
Really glad 4 million.
And then let's
Keeper. I saw that movie this morning. What a messed up movie,
dude! I can't wait to see it, dude. I've heard, like, for first reactions, I've heard a lot more positive things than I was expecting. Honestly, like I was thinking more of like mixed reactions because a lot of people were really mixed on the monkey. So who knows? Maybe the tables have turned. But let's see. Springsteen, 58% drop. Am I reading that right? 58%?
Yeah. 3 million.
Yeah, it's not the greatest.
30 million.
It was decent enough, but it's not that great.
And it's not a full-on biopic like Better Man and Rocket Man, Bohemian
Rocket Man. Yeah, it's not really a biopic about Bruce Springsteen. It's just the behind the scenes of his album Nebraska. So that's why the film will appeal better to Bruce Springsteen fanatics, which I'm not one of them. So that's why. So I think that's honestly the biggest reason why this film didn't really appeal to me.
I would have liked it if it was a biopic.
Yeah, it's disappointing, but let's see what else we got.
Let's see here. Tron Ares, 38% drop.
Yeah, Tron Ares, 38% drop. This movie bombed. And
big time.
Yeah, big time. And we're not even going to get a fourth one because of the fact this movie bombed. I mean, and honestly, after sitting through Tron Ares, I don't want a fourth one. I don't. Like, I do not want a fourth one.
Nobody even cared for this one.
What? Did anyone really ask for it?
No.
It was 15 years too late to do so.
If this film would have come out, it would have came out around 2014, 2015.
Maybe a couple years earlier than that. I mean, like a couple years at least after Tron Legacy. But nope, they decided to wait 15 years to do another one, and then be like, "Oh, people still like Tron, right?" Apparently not.
Nope. Nobody cared for this. Hunter says, "I know you didn't do a movie review for Wicked and plan to do one prior to reviewing Wicked for Good. Why don't you review both movies in a single video?"
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But let's look at a couple more of these, and then we'll go on to the next topic.
Stitch.
I have never even heard of that movie. Apparently, this is another animated movie. Again, never even heard of it.
Never even heard of it. No advertisements for it or nothing.
Good Fortune with a 53% drop.
This movie's not doing.
Yeah, my theater is pulling it. Is getting rid of it this week. So,
Hunter said they originally had plans for a fourth Tron film, and it ain't happening. Good.
Yeah, it's not going to happen now after Tron Ares bombed. So, but yeah, Good Fortune. That one's going from my theater this weekend.
Pulled it.
Yeah, mine's pulling it this week.
We'll wait until it comes on 4K.
Which I think it got its announcement for December, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, and already Black Phone 2 got its announcement for December.
I don't recall that one getting announced. Like, I know there was like a Steelbook announcement, but I didn't recall that there was a physical announcement already, like a release date.
Oh yeah, there was a physical announcement release. December 23rd, it's arriving on 4K.
Wow. That was fast. So, all right, and then to end this off, One Battle After Another, 1.1 million, 47% drop. Yeah, my theater pulled it, I think, 2 weeks after it was released. Which Hunter said, name me the movie that your theater pulled after 2 weeks that royally pissed you off. It's this one. They pulled it 2 weeks after it was released, and I was fucking pissed. Oh, another one? The Long Walk. They pulled it 2 weeks after release. I was pissed off.
You know why they pull it? Because the film's bomb.
Well, it's not even... I don't even feel like people just want to support, like, you know, movies like this. Like... But, I mean, it kind of made sense why, like, thinking about it, it kind of made sense why they didn't do well was because of the fact that Demon Slayer was out, and that made a shit ton of money.
Dell is in the chat. What's up, Dell?
What's up, Dell? Good to see you, buddy. But, I don't know, but I know this film is... I know One Battle After Another is going to get Oscar talk, that's for sure. It doesn't even matter how much money it made. Like, it's still going to get Oscar buzz, like, no matter what.
Roofman with a 50% drop.
It's already gone from my theater.
Yep. Good movie, though.
I wish more people saw it.
Same.
So, but yeah, that'll about wrap it up for the box office.
26 million. I don't think it did very well. It underperformed.
Yeah, it doesn't really seem like this film really did well.
Yeah, budget 17 to 19 million.
So well, it did pass its budget, but it didn't break even.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I don't know. But
that's box office. But this week, we have
Predator Badlands.
Badlands.
Yeah, Predator Badlands is this weekend, and that is easily going to be number one. Like, you can't convince me otherwise. That is going to be the number one for the box office this weekend.
Yeah.
And I've seen first reviews for it. They are really positive.
Yeah, we saw the reviews for it.
Well, we didn't really see any reviews for it last week. We were just talking about like reactions, but the embargo just lifted today. Last time I checked, 87% with 61 reviews, which I'm very, very happy about. Original IPs are struggling to make money no matter how good. Sinners was the exception, not the rule. I mean, Weapons was also the exception. Tragedy played into a factor why Long Walk didn't do well. Not asking your thoughts on the tragedy. I know you're not asking my thoughts on that, but I still would. I think that would also still be better that you don't bring that up.
Yeah.
But I don't really think that's the reason why the Long Walk didn't do well. It was because of Demon Slayer,
and because there was not a whole lot of advertisement for it.
There was a lot of advertisements for the Long Walk. Like, if you look across social media, like, there was a lot of advertisement for it. Like, people walking on treadmills, like, while this movie was playing, for those screenings. Like, that was, like, huge marketing.
I'm talking about, like, TV spots for the film.
Yeah, you might be right on that.
I did not see one TV spot when the Long Walk was being released. Just that video of the people on the treadmill watching the film.
That still technically counts as the marketing strategy. So
it was a smart marketing strategy. A smart marketing. I can't even talk. Smart marketing strategy.
Let's see. Hunter says Predator Badlands was amazing. Saw it last week. There's no denying it's going to be number one at the box office. Yeah, there's no question about that. So I don't know what else is going to come in the top three. I just know that Predator Badlands is going to be number one for sure.
He apologizes for bringing that up.
No, I'm. Yeah, just. But, anyways, let's go ahead and move on to our next topic. So we have a film called Cockroach coming out. That's Cockroach with a K, by the way.
Not the gross cockroaches that we know.
The cockroach bugs, by the way. If anyone,
bugs.
Yeah, there you go. Just because you know how people can really take that kind of stuff out of context.
Yeah.
Let's see, but yeah, Taron Egerton, and Zazie Beetz, and Channing Tatum are in the casting choices right now.
Mm-hmm. Here we go.
All right, let's go ahead and take a look and see what we got here today. Joins Channing Tatum and Zazie Beetz in New York crime boss pick Cockroach for Mad Chance and Black Bear. That's what it says. And credit for Deadline, by the way. Shout out to Deadline. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what we got. I think you're frozen, dude.
Slow line. Come on. Yes.
Yeah. See, Hunter says my prediction for the top 3 movies for this weekend are Predator Badlands, Black Phone 2, and Begonia. All right. Hey, what's up, Grant? How's it going? Dude, I can't hear you.
Yeah, I have.
Now I can hear you.
Now, for some reason, my mic muted by itself.
About to say, did you mute yourself? Technical struggles, everybody.
No. Technical struggles.
It happens every week, I swear to God. It literally happens every week.
I don't know why.
Let's see. So Golden Globe winner Taron Egerton is joining Channing Tatum and Zazie Beetz in Cockroach, a New York crime pick, headlining from producers Andrew Lazar and Kevin Frakes. And Dell says, "Gotta love technology." Dell says, "You gotta love technology." You damn right.
Yeah.
Let's see. Egerton takes over in the movie from Oscar Isaac, who was announced in late August, but is out due to scheduling conflicts. Oh, okay.
I'm not surprised.
Let's see. Lazar described the film as in the vein of Goodfellas and Scarface. The synopsis reads: Cockroach is the story of a mysterious stranger who takes on New York's criminal underworld, transforming himself into a larger-than-life crime boss in a city where power is everything. All right. Is an adaptation of the novel by William Lashner, is in pre-production. Filming scheduled to begin in February in Australia. Matt Ross will direct from a screenplay by Jonathan Ames with revisions by Ross. So this is from the director of Captain Fantastic and the writer of You Were Never Really Here. 2 fantastic movies. And also you got a great cast and an interesting premise. That'll be interesting. Let's see. I couldn't be more excited to welcome Taron to Cockroach and to see him team up with Channing and Zazie in this fresh, bold take on the gangster genre. Under the extraordinary talent of director Matt Ross, Cockroach will push boundaries and expectations in the same way as such a seminal film such as Scarface and Goodfellas. I'm also thrilled to see our incredible creative team coming together. Academy Award-winning production designer Colin Gibson, DP Adam Arkapaw, and VFX supervisor Jonathan Deering, said Lazar.
Yeah.
There we go. I mean, right. I like a lot of movies about like, mob. Like, I like a lot of those kind of movies. Like, in particular, Goodfellas and Scarface are a couple of my all-time favorites.
Yeah, they're not my cup of tea. Like the crime boss.
I like a lot of those. I like a lot of the crime boss movies. Like, they're just really intriguing with what they do.
Why do you think I haven't watched Goodfellas or Scarface? The crime boss, films are not my cup of tea.
Let's see, interesting cast for Cockroach. I wouldn't peg on any of them for that premise, but you never know. Could be great. Yeah, he's got a point.
The last I think crime pick that I watched was Gangster Squad.
But that's really not that. But that's like not that great compared to like Goodfellas or Scarface. Yeah. Like
it was
Scarface and Goodfellas are like quality.
That film was okay, but very forgettable.
It really is not that great. Hunter says, I actually saw Captain Fantastic today. Luke ain't wrong. It's fantastic, dude. Ha! No pun intended. Anyways, I showed a screenplay about a mobster that has autism and later reworked it as a limited miniseries. Nice! Very nice. All right, let's go on to the next one. We got casting news for Social Reckoning. We have gone over casting news for this a few weeks ago. Like, we got Mikey Madison, we got Jeremy Strong coming in, we got Jeremy Allen White. Mm-hmm. So, we got a good cast coming into the pictures. So, let's see who else we got.
And I'm liking one that we got for the film.
All right.
Let's see if this works.
If the thing will load.
It's dead.
Come on, load. Come on. Try this again.
So let's talk about this.
There we go. We fixed it.
Gotta love technology, right?
Yeah, but I'm going to read the Hunter's comment. It says, my Mount Rushmore for mob movies are The Godfather, Goodfellas, A Bronx Tale, and The Departed. I have seen 3 of the 4. Have not seen A Bronx Tale yet. I need to check it out. I think Robert De Niro actually directed it, if I'm not mistaken.
He did. I've seen bits and pieces of Rob.
Yeah. Let's see. Ads. Portia Doubleday, Patrick Fischler, Joey Brooks, Sierra Capri, and Tamina Sunny.
What I really like is that we got Portia Doubleday in the cast, who was in Mr. Robot.
I think if I remember correctly, she's also in the film Youth in Revolt with Michael Cera, which I think is massively underrated. Let's see. Dell says
we got Fischler in the film, which I remember he was in that show called Happy that was on Sci-Fi.
Huh. I've never heard of that show.
It was a funny show. What's his name? He's in Law and Order. Was the lead guy in that show.
Forgot his name.
Christopher Maloney.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Also Hunter says, full disclosure, I've never seen The Social Network. I'm watching it tomorrow. Good.
Great movie. Fantastic film.
You need to see it, Hunter. It's one of the best. Dell says, I suggest at least seeing the most highly acclaimed movies of any genre. You might be pleasantly surprised. Bingo. Exactly what he said. Anyways, Oscar winner Mikey Madison, Emmy winner Jeremy Allen White, and Oscar nominee Jeremy Strong, and Emmy nominee Bill Burr lead the cast in the movie, which Sony has dated for October 9th, 2026. Filming is understood to be underway in Vancouver.
That'll possibly be a film next year I see around my birthday.
There you go. Dell says Mount Rushmore for me for the mob movies. Goodfellas, Godfather 1 and 2, and Once Upon a Time in America. Nice. Again, I've seen 3 of the 4. Have not seen Once Upon a Time in America.
It's such a long movie. The runtime
I do want to
that film is like 4 hours.
I'm gonna need to have like a full day off to watch that movie then.
Portia Doubleday was also in the remake of Carrie from 2013.
Yeah, it's not that great. I mean, I don't even recall her even being in that movie. That's how forgettable it is.
Like, I only remember her from Mr. Robot.
I do remember her from Mr. Robot, but I also do remember her from Youth in Revolt. That's the other one I remember. But I did not remember that she was in that remake of Carrie. Described as a companion piece to the hit film The Social Network, Sorkin's original screenplay tells the true story of Frances Haugen, a young Facebook engineer, enlists the help of Jeff Horowitz, a Wall Street Journal reporter, to go on a dangerous journey that ends up blowing the whistle on the social network's most guarded secrets. All right. Yeah, I'm just kind of going over who also was announced and also what the cast members are known for the social network as well.
I'm looking forward to this.
Yeah, now that we kind of know like what the idea is for the film, I think I'm actually more interested now. Because at first we were both like, why are we getting a sequel 15 years later?
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense why, we're getting a sequel. But now with the cast, I'm like looking forward to it now.
And also with what they're going to be tackling, I'm like, okay, I'm interested now. Dell says, admittedly, Once Upon a Time in America has a very daunting runtime, 224 minutes or something very close to that. That's why I'm saying, dude, if I'm gonna watch that movie, I need to be off of work for a whole day.
That's why I haven't watched Zack Snyder's Justice League.
Because it's 4 hours, and you need to. I mean, at least like you can like stop like halfway through before going on like to the second half of it, because it's really freaking long.
That's why I haven't watched the 10 Commandments, that movie that they show, every Easter. It's a classic though, but that runtime is a killer.
Like 4 hours is way more of a killer time than 2.5 hours. Like 2.5 hours is like
even
you can sit through that easily.
Even over 3 hours.
I mean, I would say like I think the times the kind of runtime that's like an absolute like killer for like I need to be like off for like a whole day to sit through it is honestly 4 hours.
And it has to keep you entertained.
Right. So, but anyways.
It says, by the way, in January I get to see an assembly cut of the Odyssey. You lucky bastard.
I've seen Zack Snyder's Justice League 5 times, and truthfully, they could have split the thing in 2. Yeah, I totally get that.
Yeah, it would have made more sense, Don't have a lengthy runtime.
It kind of made sense for it to have a lengthy runtime because it's Zack Snyder's like full vision and not Justice League. So it makes sense why it's 4 hours at least, but I will admit it is a bit too long. All right, so Daisy Ridley is starring in a new MMA film called Killaby.
Something that Daisy Ridley is starring in that's not Star Wars.
Well, I mean, she also started another like sports biopic last year called Young Woman in the Sea, which I have heard a lot of good things about. Haven't seen it, but I've heard a lot of good things.
And this film is based on a true story.
Yeah, let's take a look at this one. To starring in true story, Killa B about ICU nurse turned MMA fighter. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what else we got. Let's see. Killa B will tell the true story of Bryony Tyrell, a mother of two with a master's degree in nursing and a degree in molecular biology, who worked at the ICU by day, navigating the challenges of the NHS, and at night transformed into one of Britain's leading cage fighting prospects. The Southampton nurse began kickboxing at university and worked her way up to black belt before branching out into martial arts. She began competing as an amateur before moving to the professional ranks and has won multiple belts. Wow. Even just reading that just sounds like a great, interesting true story. Bryony's story is one of extraordinary courage and resilience. I was deeply moved by her emotional, empowering journey. I can't wait to bring her spirit to the screen. See, written by Ruth Sewell. The film will be directed by Kenton Oxley, which I have never heard of the film that person directed.
Yeah, this film, Farah.
Yeah, I've never heard of that. Producers added, Bryony Tyrell has been involved in the project with Kenton Oxley since the beginning and is supportive of her inspirational story being brought to the screen. She is actively consulting on the project. The scripting process has shaped in close dialogue with Bryony's family, ensuring the emotional truth and creative integrity at every turn. Director Kenton, a longtime friend of Bryony's since their school days, brings a deeply personal lens to the story, one rooted in trust, history, and fierce creative loyalty. Let's see. It's a true honor to be working on this highly original, raw, inspirational, and ultimately unforgettable project. It's our first time partnering with Daisy Ridley, and we cannot wait to see her bring Bryony's grit, vulnerability, and sheer inspirational drive to the screen. Nice. So, all right, that seems really, again, just reading that kind of story, like a woman who worked in the ICU and then became a really popular MMA star is awesome. Let's see, Young Woman in the Sea is about the first woman to swim the English Channel. It's pretty good, but it plays it safe. I've heard it's good. So
it says, honestly, if Killa B movie is done right, Daisy Ridley could get Oscar buzz. Time will only tell.
Yep. Besides, Daisy Ridley is one of my celebrity crushes. Anyways, but yeah, this is interesting. I mean, even that we're talking about this later this week, we got Sydney Sweeney's boxing movie coming out this week, Christy, which I've also heard a lot of good things about. So anyways, let's go ahead and move on to some more casting news. I Play Rocky. There's some more casting news. Let's go ahead and have a look at that.
Mm-hmm. And we already heard that Matt Dillon is going to play Frank Stallone Sr. in the film.
Yeah, we have talked about this on the show, I think about a month ago, I want to say. Maybe a month or two ago.
Yeah, it was about a month ago.
Yeah.
That we brought you this news.
That we have, because we haven't really talked like much I Play Rocky news, that at least for like the last few episodes of the show.
Mm-hmm.
So
yes, so here's more.
Let's see. Hunter says, I saw the Sydney Sweeney boxing movie on Saturday, and it gave me vibes of $1 Million Baby. Interesting.
Which I have not seen $1 Million Baby, so I don't know how to feel about it.
it's all I can really say is depressing ass ending. So let's see. We got PJ Byrne, Toby Kebbell, Tracy Letts, and Jay Duplass to cast an Amazon MGM Studios film, I Play Rocky. So they joined the previously announced cast, including Anthony Ippolito as Sylvester Stallone, Anna Sophia Robb as Sasha Zach, Matt Dillon as Frank Stallone Sr., and Stephen James as Carl Weathers. And we had talked about this. Is directed by Peter Farrelly, one of the Farrelly brothers,
which is very weird because he's known as a comedy director, along with
Dumb and Dumber, Shallow Hal, Kingpin,
Me, Myself, and Irene.
I'm trying to think of other ones. Stuck on You. That's another one they directed.
Three Stooges.
I don't mind the Three Stooges movie. I like that. It's a funny movie. I think it's because I also grew up with the Three Stooges, and with how they were able to like capture a lot of their antics. I think they did a good job. So, but I think this also helps because of the fact that Peter Farrelly also directed Best Picture winner Green Book, which also was a drama, and it's a great movie.
Yeah.
There's a doc about Christy Martin on YouTube. She has a very rough story, so I'm curious how it'll translate into a biopic. We'll see. I do want to check that movie out at some point. I've heard a lot of good things about it. And didn't both Farrelly brothers direct Green Book?
No, just Peter
Farrelly. It was just Peter Farrelly. Let's see. I wonder if I Play Rocky will mention the Triple X film that Sly did. I don't know what you're talking about there, bro. Michael.
I don't know what he's talking about.
I like the Three Stooges movie. I grew up with them and agree they got a lot right. Yes, dude. Del, you speaking facts, man. They got a lot right.
Except for Snooki being in the movie.
Except for who?
Snooki.
Oh yeah, like when they did like the whole Jersey Shore joke, that was like.
Really need that in the movie?
No, they did not need that. Like they were doing like basically Three Stooges for the modern age, of course. But even then, they got a lot more right than they got wrong. So
I haven't seen the film, but I've seen clips of it.
It's pretty funny. Green Book is one of my all-time favorite movies. It's a really good one, and I'm glad it won Best Picture. Michael, we'll talk about that off stream.
Yeah, Michael, you got to send me your YouTube channel.
So I know what Chaotic is talking about. Oh, he was an adult. Okay.
Oh, okay.
He was an adult film star. Okay, so
Del hates the Green Book.
But yeah, I'm interested to see what they're doing with I Play Rocky, and I like a lot of the casting that they got. So yeah, just put plain and simple, good casting. I like what they're doing. So
Chaotic World. I'm like, I typed it in, it doesn't even pop up, Mike.
I'll probably send you the link to his channel after we're done.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go on to the next one.
Since he didn't get back to me on it.
So the president of Paramount Animation has left the studio.
And we probably know why.
Let's go ahead and take a look and see what we got. Do we even know when I Play Rocky comes out? I have no idea.
Yeah, there's no release date.
I think it's also because of the fact the film hasn't even started shooting yet. So,
well, photography began on my birthday, October 15th.
I just haven't really heard anything about them starting filming. So,
yeah, that principal photography already started.
Right.
Here's news on the president of Paramount Animation.
All right, just waiting for it to pop up here. There we go.
Gotta love technology. That's what. Gotta love technology.
And it just cut off again. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Gotta love Dell what he said. Gotta love technology.
Yep, you damn right.
So.
What Hunter said.
Here we go.
What Hunter said. What Hunter said.
Yeah, technology really sucks. Yeah.
Yeah, but
if only technology could work good. Well, it's not being slow.
If only it could work right now. Okay, now let's see. So Paramount Animation president has departed from the studio. So let's take a look and find out why.
Ramsey NATO, I think that's how you pronounce her name.
I don't know how to pronounce this. That's the reason why I didn't even bother even trying.
Yeah.
So yeah, previously the head of Nickelodeon Animation launched its target animation slate in the New York's 40-plus history. Let's see. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles received a new life under Seth Rogen and Evan Goldberg with Mutant Mayhem, which grossed $182 million worldwide and $1 billion in retail sales of the calendar year for the brand. There was an attempt to take Transformers into the featured cartoon space with Transformers 1. However, it played to a much younger demo than the older fanboy fan base, minting only $129 million at the global box office. There was also the release of the Paw Patrol movies in 2021 and 2023, which minted close to $350 million combined. A third movie in the franchise, the Dino movie, is due out next year. And then Last Airbender, Legend of Aang, on October 9th, 2026. Angry Birds 3 on December 23rd, 2026. And another Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie for September 17th, 2027. That NATO would stay on post-merger to lead Paramount Animation. Meanwhile, Skydance Animation under John Lasseter and Holly Edwards wasn't merged with Paramount Animation.
That's why, she was laid off because of the Skydance merger.
Yep. Well, from the looks of it, wasn't rather kept separate, as that unit has a Netflix output deal commitment. It's clear that in the new order of the Ellison Run Conglomerate, he wants a fresh C-suite of executives, Reg Global Marketing and Distribution boss Mark Weinstock, and domestic distribution president, who are behind the success of the studio's highest-grossing movie, Top Gun: Maverick,
which I still have yet to watch.
You've seen the original, so you got to change that. You got to change that and watch the sequel. And departed as a new head of worldwide marketing and distribution arrived, that being former Warner Brothers and Universal vet Josh Goldstein. Or Josh Goldstein. Sorry, I misread that. All right, and this is her note to staff. I want to share with you that I'm leaving the company and closing this very special chapter with all of you, leading this incredible team of talented storytellers, artists, and dreamers, and watching the magic that you've spun from your imagination and dedication has been one of the great joys of my career. I'm so proud of the work that the animation teams have done, and I have done for the last 8+ years. I'm honored to have given life and love to the beloved characters and stories within the vast Paramount and Nickelodeon libraries, like from SpongeBob to Paw Patrol to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and the birth of a whole new slate of originals for today's generation. Not only endlessly proud of what we build, but even more so to the spirit behind it, the collaboration, the creativity, kindness that define this team. Though I'm moving on, I'll always be cheering you on and singing along to the Paw Patrol theme or humming the TMNT riff when I see your work lighting up on screens everywhere. Thank you, Josh, Dana, and the fantastic leadership who I know will keep propelling our animation business to great heights. So, yeah, there you go.
She left because of the Skydance merger.
Yep. Dell says Mutant Mayhem is by far my favorite TMNT movie. It is mine too. Please God, not another Angry Birds movie. I will say I enjoyed those movies, but I definitely prefer the second one. But we'll see. We'll see. I don't know where they're going to go with 3. I am now
like your Nintendo 64 shirt.
Oh, thank you, by the way. You must see Top Gun Maverick. It's one of the best sequels ever made.
Yeah,
it is. I'm now allowed to say this, but I saw Hamnet last Tuesday, and I'll tell you what, that movie left me as an emotional wreck. Jessie Buckley might win actress and possibly Best Picture. I don't know about that. I still think, but One Battle After Another still has my vote for Best Picture. But anyways, let's go ahead and move on to the next topic. So Famke Janssen has not heard back from Disney about Jean Grey's return to the X-Men franchise. So go ahead and talk about this.
So yeah, I'll get to watching Top Gun Maverick.
All right, let's see what we got here today. Yeah, hasn't heard from Disney about Jean Grey's return to X-Men. Coming to us from Deadline. Let's go ahead and see what the article says. Excuse me. Is still synonymous with the X-Men character of Jean Grey, and she's still waiting for her invitation to join the MCU.
I'd say that was Luke's burp because that was Luke's burp to the technology sucking.
Shut up. Anyways, every time I do an interview, it's mentioned. It's interesting. I didn't realize that was such a big part. Every interview I do, that will come up, and of everything I say, that is going to be the only thing that's going to be printed.
She reveals she's never ever spoken to Disney about potentially bringing back her mutant with psionic powers.
Interesting. I wonder if Famke is playing everyone just like Andrew Garfield did with Spider-Man No Way Home. Then again, she could be telling the truth. Yeah, I still remember that when it came with for No Way Home, how Andrew Garfield was just like, maybe I'm in it.
I'm not coming back to play Spider-Man.
And then he was in No Way Home. I feel like anytime, like, if you've seen any interviews, like anytime like you ask Andrew Garfield about is he going to return to Spider-Man question, like he'll just laugh. So
like, I don't know.
But I don't know, from like what I've seen, like the dude just laughs. So let's see. I should be flattered, I suppose, that this character has resonated with people. It's been so long, but it's nice that people are still talking about her. I'm sure every single time there's a new movie that they're doing, I'll come up again. Let's see. Director Jake Schreier, who is helming Marvel Studios' X-Men reboot, recently gave an update. I can't say anything about it, but we've started work on X-Men, and that's obviously very, very exciting. So,
and a lot of people, and even it was rumored that Lawrence Fishburne might play Professor X,
which I would not mind. And Dell says I'd rather they recast all of the X-Men, Wolverine included. I think I'd agree with you, man.
Who would you get to play Wolverine?
I mean, I've heard rumors that maybe Taron Egerton could probably do it, which I actually could see that, honestly. Like, because him and Hugh Jackman are actually good friends.
He won't top Hugh Jackman though.
I mean, I'm not saying he will, but again, we'll see what happens. All right. So next up, Taylor Sheridan and Peter Berg have teamed up for a Call of Duty movie. Yeah, this is an interesting pairing. Let's see.
I was never big on Call of Duty.
So. Doomsday and Dune 3 open the same day. What movie do you think moves? Do you think one of them moves up to Thanksgiving? I have no idea. Maybe Dune 3 might move up. I have no idea because
you know Marvel's not moving Doomsday.
Yeah, they're not going to move Doomsday now that I think about it. Yeah.
So it's going to be Dune 3.
Yeah, they're probably just going to move up Dune 3. Who knows? All right.
That's good.
Yeah, Peter Berg and Taylor Sheridan team on Paramount and Activision's Call of Duty movie.
Yeah, so Paramount's going to be releasing the film.
Let's see. The pick will be designed to thrill its massive global fan base by delivering on the hallmarks of what players love about the games, a series of first-person shooters centered on military campaigns while expanding the franchise to entirely new audiences. Berg and Sheridan will co-write, Berg on board to direct, and Berg will produce with his team, and Sheridan is also producing alongside David Glasser. Again, they got a really interesting team up that they're doing for this movie. Because I remember at one point when that Steven Spielberg was once attached to do a Call of Duty movie, and then they just canned it.
Yeah.
And I think that is absolute bullshit. Like, dude, like, who would not have wanted to see a Steven Spielberg Call of Duty movie? Like, I absolutely would have wanted to see that. Let's see, Taylor Sheridan and Peter Berg making a Call of Duty movie can work if it's done right. I mean, that's a lot of video game movies these days. If you do them right, then they'll work. Or I mean, I'd actually just say video game adaptations in general, like in particular, like Fallout, like the TV show Fallout, like I think Fallout is the perfect example of how you do a video game adaptation right.
In the vein,
you keep cutting out, dude. See, Spielberg making a Call of Duty movie would have been fucking epic. Yep, you said it.
It would have been the same vein as Saving Private Ryan, maybe.
Probably. Let's see. Deadline has been hearing since the summer that Paramount was eyeing these two as collaborators. But Sheridan was still deciding whether he would write the script or just produce. In recent weeks, he felt the need to do both and will now team with Berg. And it's just kind of going over the whole franchise. So when they're going to do for this Call of Duty movie, I don't know which of the stories they're going to adapt. Like, are they going to adapt like the World War II story? Are they going to adapt like Modern Warfare? Like, which story are they going to do for like one of the campaigns? Like,
it's a mystery.
We don't know about that quite yet. So, if anyone has an idea of what story they possibly could adapt from Call of Duty, let us know in the comments because we would love to hear that. So,
best video game adaptation of a movie, in my opinion, was Super Mario Brothers. Yes.
For movies, absolutely. But if we're talking
not
like
live action Super Mario,
but if we're talking like just overall, Fallout. Like Fallout, I think is the best video game adaptation. Like that is how you do. Like that is how you adapt. Like video games to like the silver screen. Like that's how you do it. Spielberg and Call of Duty sounds great, but there was zero chance he was going to make one. It would have been awesome if they did that.
Yeah.
Would it be cool if Christopher Nolan and Taylor Sheridan collaborated on a project together? That would be dope. That would be dope.
Can you imagine a Christopher Nolan Call of Duty film?
Dude, like, no CGI would be used.
No CGI.
Exactly.
It would be all practical.
Mm-hmm. Like the explosions and all that, those would all be practical. So
it'll just be like Warfare. I don't think in Warfare they did not use any CGI.
Or like with Oppenheimer. Like Oppenheimer, no CGI. I think that they could adapt the World War II video game of Call of Duty into a film. That one, and I do also think, like I said, they possibly could adapt Modern Warfare. But again, I don't know exactly where they're going to go with this. But
Joel's in the chat.
So,
what's up?
So it's technically kept under wraps. So once they reveal like which story they're going to adapt, we'll see where they go. Yeah. Also, Joel, what's up, man? Hope you're doing well. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to our next topic. So Margaret Qualley, Michael Shannon, and Drew Starkey are starring in a new film called King Snake.
Now, before we get into that topic, breaking news just came out. Apparently, there's going to be a new Mummy film, and Brendan Fraser and Rachel Weisz are in talks to return.
And also another thing. Yep, Radio Silence. That's the team that's going to be helming this. The guy that did Scream 5 and 6 and Abigail. Now that I really want to see.
Now, what are your thoughts on them doing like a new Mummy? Do we really need a new Mummy?
I mean, we're already getting another Mummy movie next year with Lee Cronin behind the camera. So I have no idea where they could go with it, but at least with that one. But with this one, with Radio Silence coming to do this one, and then having Brendan Fraser and Rachel Weisz coming in to star in it, like come back to their roles, hell yeah. Like, sign me up.
Oh my god.
What?
I gotta show you this before we get into this topic, because this news also came out.
Well, just by the way you reacted, that doesn't sound good.
It comes up.
Lionsgate makes a prequel with Millennium Films. Makes a deal with Millennium Films for Rambo prequel and Expendables rights.
Don't tell me we're getting another Expendables film.
I really don't think we're going to at this point. Like, I know I might be saying that and then be like, and then it's like, poof, we're getting an Expendables 5. But I really don't think we're getting another one because the last one bombed really hard. It literally made no money. And for good reason. It was a piece of dog shit. Let's see. Delon Movie says a new Mummy movie can't be worse than the Tom Cruise version. I'm going to put my hand up on this one. I actually like the Tom Cruise one. I don't hate it.
Yeah,
I think it's fun enough, but again, you need to make these Universal Monsters horror movies again and not just action movies.
That's why their Dark Universe is failing. Failed.
No, that's why it did fail, because that was the only film that was even in that dark universe. Like, it literally killed a universe before it even started.
Yeah.
Because if you want to know how to do like a Universal monster like in a modern world, like, right, just go to Lee Winnell's Invisible Man. Like, that's a Universal monster movie done right for modern times.
I did actually watch the original Invisible Man, and that film still holds up. With it being
I do want you to check out Lee Winnell's Invisible Man. Like, that is an awesome Awesome movie.
I have it. I have it on 4K though. I'll check it out at some point.
It's awesome. Let's see. We don't need a Rambo prequel and another Expendables. I'd be interested for a Rambo prequel, but I do not want another Expendables movie, especially after how the fourth film turned out.
Wow.
Like, we don't need another Expendables movie. Because Expendables, or technically just Expendables 4, but it's called Expendables because, one second, I do own the film for completion's sake, by the way. It's literally on the poster. Look at that. Look at that.
You can wipe your ass with it.
Jesus Christ, Michael, too far. Too far.
Yeah, that describes that movie.
Too far.
But yeah, the only Expendables films that exist to me are the first two films.
I'm sorry, I like the third one.
Three sucks.
As Film Nation launches sales at AFM. Yeah, basically kind of just going over good cast and a new film from Jeff Nichols. Okay. We are extremely excited to be partnering with Film Nation once again, having fortified a strong creative relationship with them over the years. Film Nation has an exceptional track record supporting unique, innovative voices and auteur filmmakers, having produced and financed some of the most remarkable award-winning films of our time. There was no better partner for King Snake than Film Nation CEO Glenn and the entire Film Nation team. Follows a young couple played by Margaret Qualley and Drew Starkey who inherit a farm in rural Arkansas and must conquer the demons, both physical and metaphysical, and that haunt its legacy. Forces of good and evil collide in a terrifying film where real-world challenges crash headlong into otherworldly creatures and myths.
Interesting.
Very intriguing, just reading that premise. Jeff is a singular filmmaker, and King Snake will bewitch and enthrall audiences around the world with a startling new vision of the supernatural forces that hover just beyond our everyday perceptions, says Basner. All right. Yeah, just reading that premise and also the cast, once again, very intriguing. So.
Yeah, it is intriguing, though. Let's get into this news over here. This broke about Roadhouse 2.
See, adds Rico Verhoeven, Michael Chandler, and 4 others. So, yeah, this is just like other casting choices that they got right now for Roadhouse 2, which
that's Jay. I don't even know who these are.
Yeah, these are very.
Stephen Thompson, Tyrone Woodley.
Let's see.
Jake Gyllenhaal returns as UFC fighter turned bouncer Dalton are under wraps. That's for the plot details. But it's said to be a production of greater scope, scale, and ambition, shooting between the UK, Malta, and Savannah, Georgia.
So we'll see.
Ilya Nashuler is directing the sequel.
Yep, the guy that did Nobody and Heads of State. As previously announced, others will include the cast: Lelia George, Aldous Hodge, and Dave Bautista. Let's see. Yes, the Universal monsters need to be horror films with them as antagonists. The so-called dark universe tried to turn them into superhero movies. I don't know why they were doing that. Like, take notes from Lee Winnell, like with Invisible Man and Wolfman. Like, take notes.
Says he enjoyed the Roadhouse remake.
I loved the Roadhouse remake. As for someone who loves the original, it's awesome. Like, it captures the magic and spirit of the original film, Like, it's supposed to be goofy. It's supposed to be over the top. Yes. But that's Roadhouse.
I rather watch the original film.
You wouldn't even watch the remake for Jake Gyllenhaal. Wow. Jake Gyllenhaal is the reason to actually watch that remake.
But he's
that good in it, and he kicks a ton of ass, dude.
But at the same time, he's no Patrick Swayze.
Whoa. Hold that. Jake Gyllenhaal is one of the best actors of our generation, dude.
Yeah, but, I don't think he could top Patrick Swayze in the first.
Dude, that man trained like hell for I think a couple months at least, just so he could bulk up to fight against Conor McGregor in the movie.
Oh, God,
dedication.
He's in that movie.
And he's actually really funny. He's actually really funny as the villain. All right, so let's go on to the next one. Daisy Edgar Jones and Amelia Jones are starring in a film called Bad Bridgets.
And we love Daisy Edgar Jones.
Yes, we do. I've been intrigued to see what she would do with her career since the film Fresh. No, it was actually since Fresh, which came out a few years ago. It stars her and Sebastian Stan. Man, it is a really messed up movie, but it's a really damn good film. All right. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what else we got.
Lucky chap.
Let's see. The script was inspired by the book Bad Bridget, Crime, Mayhem, and the Lives of Irish Immigrant Women by Elaine Farrell and Leanne McCormick.
I feel like
what?
It's going to be directed by Rich Pepiat, who directed Kneecap.
Which I've heard about that movie. Again, haven't seen it.
I feel like with their last names, I keep on thinking, are they sisters?
I don't know. And has been developed with the support of Queen's University, Belfast, Lucky Chap, and Coup d'etat? Is that what it is?
Coup d'etat, yeah.
Yeah, are producing. Oscar-winning production designer James Price and costume designer Kate Hawley are on board. The film will shoot in Northern Ireland and Ireland beginning in spring 2026. Let's see. In the film, all right, this is the plot. In the film, a mysterious letter sets a young woman on a perilous journey from famine-ravaged Ireland to 19th century New York, joining the ranks of Irish Bridgets, creating mayhem in the city. Now, that is very intriguing.
I'm intrigued.
Yeah, just, again, casting and premise sold. I just want to see with how they're going to make this premise unfold. So,
hopefully they do it.
So good. We'll see.
Dell says Fresh is fantastic. Watch it as a double feature with Raw.
He's talking about the Julia Ducournau film Raw, which is also a very disturbing movie. But it's really good. But Fresh is basically is in a way kind of like Sebastian Stan's character in a way is kind of like Patrick Bateman. And he's amazing in that movie. It says Renee Zellweger to star in psychological thriller Phantom Son for director David Yates.
Yeah. Harry Potter and Fantastic Beasts.
I don't know. I mean, he's made some of the best Harry Potter films and then kind of fell off after that. Story follows Ronnie, a young runaway struggling to survive on the street.
Ronnie, a young runaway. voice Wigger, a lonely woman whose own son was kidnapped 20 years prior. As Audrey becomes convinced that Ronnie actually is her long-lost son, a twisted game of cat and mouse develops. So,
Interesting.
Digital casting is underway for a planned first quarter 2026 start.
Yeah, this is another one I haven't really heard about. Phantom Son is that rare discovery with promise to connect to a broad scale with the kind of rich character-driven storytelling character-driven storytelling we love, and we're thrilled it's taking shape with such an extraordinary team. With David at the helm and AGC as our partner, we're poised to deliver something really special, said Zellweger and Casanelli. All right, there you go.
Yeah, David Yates is coming off the Netflix film Pain Hustlers with Emily.
That film was not very good. Kind of goes to show that Chris Evans is the one that's having the worst track record out of all the MCU actors after Endgame. So there you go. That pretty much covers the basis. So anyways, you know what time it is, guys. It's time for physical media. So Michael's got some stuff. I got some stuff to show off. So Michael, like always, you go first.
I have one DVD, two 4Ks, and 3 VHSs.
All right.
And first one here is a film that I've seen clips of when I was a kid, but I wanted to see the film in full. This is a film that stars Michelle Pfeiffer and George Clooney. One Fine Day.
Have not seen it.
Yeah. Says this charming romantic comedy, 3-time Academy Award nominee Michelle Pfeiffer and George Clooney find that opposites attract whether they like it or not. Melanie Parker, played by Michelle Pfeiffer, is juggling single parenthood with a career as an architect. Jack Taylor, played by George Clooney, is a commitment-shy newspaper columnist who only has his daughter every other weekend. When their kids miss a school field trip, Melanie and Jack agreed to take shifts babysitting for a day, resulting in 12 hours of hilarious misadventures with one unexpected twist.
Interesting. I've not. I don't think I've ever heard of that one, honestly.
And Michelle Pfeiffer's son is the kid who played Alex in Home Alone 3.
Did not know that.
Yeah. But yeah, it's an old school 20th Century Fox DVD when they used to do this with the disc. And you have your chapter selections, which I wish that certain studios would do this nowadays for like 4K and Blu-ray releases.
Yeah.
See where you left off. But the only features it has on here is the trailer, and it's also the disc is also you can watch the film in full screen and widescreen.
All right.
It's one of those old school DVDs. This was released in 2002. Film came out in 1996.
All right.
Of course, I had to pick this up. Weapons, which
I
have not watched yet. Heard nothing but good things about the film.
You got to watch it before the end of the year.
Yeah. I'm very much looking forward to checking this out. Has I think a making of Megan Horror Personal by director Zach Kreger. Weaponized the cast of Weapons and Weapons Texture of Terror. And I really like that it came with the slipcover.
Yeah. I'll just go ahead and just spoil this right off the bat, right away. I just have the Blu-ray right now because my Walmart didn't have the 4K in stock, so that's the reason why I only got it on Blu-ray. So, yeah.
Yeah. I'd be like, as a joke, I got the 4K.
Yeah, shut the fuck up, asshole.
But last one here. This came out today on it was released by Arrow Video on 4K. I did see the trailer for this. This is a film that came out in 1981. It is a space film, Outland, which stars the late great Sean Connery. Also had Peter Boyle in it. Of course, who played the monster in Young Frankenstein. He was also the father in Everybody Loves Raymond. So, yeah, I want to check out this film.
All right.
Has a lot of features. Has brand new 4K restoration from the 35mm camera negative. Commentary by writer director Peter Hyams. Peter Hyams directed The Relic, which is
a very underrated movie.
Which I haven't seen, but that's on my watch list.
Yeah, really underrated movie.
Has a brand new audio commentary by film critic Chris Alexander. Newly filmed interview with writer-director Peter Hyams. A newly filmed interview with director of photography Stephen Goldblatt. A newly filmed interview with visual effects artist William Mensa. Brand new appreciation by film star Nelson. Brand new visual essay by film historian Howard S. Berger. Also has a theatrical trailer and a reversible sleeve featuring the original and newly commissioned artwork. And it also comes with a double-sided fold-out poster featuring original and newly commissioned artwork. So,
that's the one thing I like about Arrow Video is that they
go all out. Look at this cover.
Yeah, like they have like the reversible covers and they come with posters.
Yeah.
Like here's one. Like this one, the Friday the 13th 4K from Arrow.
Mm-hmm.
This did come with a poster. And it is a double-sided poster. It's this poster and this one.
Nice. So of course this is the new poster here for the film, and this is the original theatrical poster. Nice photo of Sean Connery there.
Nice. Also, Old Restless. What's up, dude?
What's up, Old Restless?
Let's see.
What's on
Slow time for me. Only new things I picked up were a Nightmare on Elm Street 4K set, standard edition, and the 4K of Fantastic Four First Steps. I do have Fantastic Four First Steps in this haul. I will show that later.
Of course, the booklet is talking about the making of the film.
Of course, like we said, dude, Arrow goes all out with their editions
on this, and of course, it also came with Arrow's advertisements, and says want more Arrow video, which you go to the site there, become a member, and on the back it has John Carpenter's In the Mouth of Madness.
I think the reason why is because that's like their most recent Arrow video release title.
Mm-hmm.
So, thoughts on Shout Factory moving to Groove? That's an interesting move, by the way. That's an interesting move.
So this is the reversible cover.
Nice.
So
wait, I have another one that did the same thing. Oh yeah, this one.
Here's the disc, which I like.
Nice.
Very colorful disc.
Yeah, this is another Arrow video title that does the same thing. Narc. This is of course the Arrow video poster, and then take off the slipcover. You got the theatrical poster.
Nice.
And the discs are the discs are literally what the slipcover is. So there you go.
I never even heard of that film.
It's a corrupt cop movie with Jason Patrick and Ray Liotta. And it's directed by the guy who did what is it? Smokin' Aces. And let me look at the Friday the 13th one quick. Again, same thing. The same artwork. Gotta watch Narc again. It's a good movie. It's a good one. All right.
And then
You said you got a few VHSs. You said.
Yep. Now, can you guess where they came from?
What not?
Yes.
Go figure.
Yes.
Go figure.
And yeah, the first one here, I have heard of this film. I think it's out on Blu-ray, but it's out from the Paramount Presents line. But decided to get the VHS of it because it has nice artwork.
All right.
And it's called Bugsy Malone.
I have heard of that movie, but I've never seen it.
Directed by Alan Parker. Fantastic director. Has Jodie Foster in it. Scott Baio. And it's basically a take on gangster films. Like the kids are gangsters, and instead of them using bullets, they actually use like whipped cream. So
interesting to say the least.
It's actually a musical.
Yeah, I actually remember on a couple of other Paramount VHSs, like when they did the whole family favorites advertisement, that's one of those films that would pop up is Bugsy Malone.
Yeah, this was the first film that they showed.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that's the back to it. And this is a gatefold. Look at that.
Dude, that was cool when Paramount did that.
Yeah. And I saw this. I'm like, yeah, I don't own a film from Paramount that's in gatefold. So I'm like, yeah, let me get this.
I think that's kind of what Paramount is doing, like with their Paramount Presents thing, is like kind of throwing it back to when they did the gatefolds for their VHSs.
Yeah.
Like if you think about that.
Yeah. So here's the label.
You can definitely tell it's an early 80s release.
Yeah. To Miss Jean Rauman of Long Beach, California. So I have your tape. And there's no print date. Yeah, no print date. It doesn't have it up. It doesn't have it on top of there. And no print date.
Yep.
Right there. So you could say it's an early 80s VHS. So yeah, happy to have this in a gatefold.
Nice.
And next one I got on 4K, but I wanted to get it on VHS because I really enjoy this film. One of my favorite Brian De Palma films, Body Double.
Yep, and you showed the steelbook for it months ago. I think about a month ago.
Yeah, I had the steelbook for this film. I really enjoy this film. It's an erotic film. Craig Wasson, Greg Henry, Melanie Griffith, and what's really cool is this RCA Columbia home video release, and
it's one of those slip covers that opens up from the side
like that.
Yeah,
which I really like. So yeah, you got your label there, and your end label, and
nice.
There's a print date.
All right, that one's an 87 print.
87 printing, so 87 reprint. So, but I really like how the way that they designed the old RCA Columbia releases with the red border, like that.
Yeah.
So, but if you haven't seen Body Double, highly would recommend it. Good movie, good Brian De Palma film.
All right.
And then the last one here, I just had to get this because I think this is on the Blu-ray and 4K releases of the film, and it's the best of Roger Rabbit. A nice clean copy of it.
Nice.
This has three Roger Rabbit
Shorts.
Shorts, yeah. It has Tummy Trouble, which I think was on the Honey I Shrunk the Kids VHS.
Yep.
It would play before the film.
I think it even played before Honey I Shrunk the Kids theatrically. So
this also has Roller Coaster Rabbit and Trail Mix Up. Now, somebody in the comments that watched this or in the chat, are these available? Are these three shorts available on the Roger Rabbit 4K and Blu-ray? It's been a while since I looked at my copy of Who Framed Roger Rabbit on 4K.
I haven't seen the film in a while, but I do own it on 4K. I don't know if that includes the shorts either, so I'll have to take a look.
So here's the label here.
There's the print date.
Print date is January 26, 1996. So a 96 release.
All right.
So yeah, just had to get this. Love Who Framed Roger Rabbit. It's a classic. And really want to check out these three shorts. And I know for years that they've been talking about doing a sequel to Roger Rabbit, but it's not going to happen.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, because you can't do it without Bob Hoskins. Bob Hoskins has passed away, and
yeah,
Christopher Lloyd is getting up there in age. He can't. If they brought him back as Judge Doom, because I don't know how, because they melted him in the film.
Yeah.
But so what? If they were to have a villain, what villain would they do?
Exactly. Also, Old Restless says the 25th anniversary edition of Who Framed Roger Rabbit has the three shorts.
Okay.
Thank
you, Old Restless.
Thank you.
But it's good to have the three shorts on VHS as well.
Yeah.
Because my 4K is in a pile of other films. So, but
yeah,
really appreciate the help, Old Restless. Thank you for letting me know.
There you go. All right, so my stuff. I haven't gotten anything since the last show, so I'm just gonna go ahead and show off my October haul.
I said to Luke next week I might not have anything to get, and then probably I'll go on Whatnot and get VHSs for cheap.
Yeah, we talked about that off stream.
Yeah, because I just recently ordered a iPhone 17 Pro.
So there you go.
That was quite a penny.
Yeah. But I mean, we got quite a bit of new releases next week that I'm probably going to go broke, but we'll see.
Yeah, I still have yet. I want to send you Altered States, the Criterion, and then maybe Outland.
Yeah. But because tomorrow I'm receiving my 4K for Fallout. I finally decided to go ahead and order it off of Amazon. And then next week I have the Steelbook pre-ordered for him. I should be getting that. And then next week we got stuff like we got Freakier Friday, got the Naked Gun, Together, Caught Stealing.
The Mask.
Well, I'm just talking about like the new movies that are coming out that I'm planning on picking up. And then also Downton Abbey, the grand finale, and maybe Spinal Tap 2 if they have it in stock. Like if they have Spinal Tap 2 at my Walmart, I'll buy it. So
I saw you watched both Spinal Tap films.
They're great, dude. Like they are so up my alley. And I think you would enjoy both of those movies. But anyways, I'll go ahead and show off my October haul. So first pickup of the stack, Phantom Thread, directed by Paul Thomas Anderson. Great movie. All right. And then next up got The Orphanage. Watched this for the first time a couple months ago and really loved it.
I haven't heard.
Got to call it a night. Enjoy the rest of the night. Well, thank you, Dell, for coming.
Dell.
And Old Restless says, wow, Spinal Tap 2 was good. Yes, it was.
Dell, we got to have you on the show at some point.
Yeah, for sure. The next one is John Carpenter's The Fog, the original classic. Fuck the remake.
Shockingly, I have not watched John Carpenter's The Fog.
Well, have you seen the remake?
No.
Good.
All I know is that it has Tom Welling from Smallville in it.
Just watch the original is all I'm going to say. Just watch the original. Do not watch the remake.
I don't know why he did that film.
Anyways, the next one, The Craft from Scream Factory.
Love that movie.
This and The Fog were on sale for $10 on Amazon, so I had to pick these up.
You know what? I got it on 4K.
I got it cheaper though.
That is a film we got to do a watch along on.
Yeah, maybe one day, maybe for next Halloween. And the next up got The Royal Tenenbaums on Criterion, Wes Anderson classic. And then got The Last of Us Season 2, which I still have yet to watch. I need to finish Season 1 first, and then I'll pop in Season 2.
I'm not even watching that show now.
And then we got The Home starring Pete Davidson.
I do want to watch that.
It is good, but it's really forgettable within the first 2 acts. The third act goes balls to the walls insanity.
So you would say it's a very mediocre film.
It's very mediocre within the first 2/3, but the third act honestly saved it. And then picked up Megan 2.0. I enjoyed the first film. The sequel's good, not nearly as good as the first one. The first one is definitely way better. And then got The Surfer starring Nicolas Cage. This movie is a fucking acid trip. Like, this is a movie where Nicolas Cage just wants to go surfing with his son, but locals will not let him and he loses his shit. If you want crazy Nicolas Cage, that's the movie you signed up for, is The Surfer. All right, then got Bad Guys 2. I love the first film and I really enjoyed the sequel. Not as good as the first, but still very good. And then also Nobody 2. Again, first one's better, but still really solid sequel.
That'd be a good double feature for me since I haven't watched either.
Like, they're both like really like quick and breezy movies. Like, they're both like 90 minutes each. So like 3 hours well spent. I just picked up a movie called Off Ramp, really underrated indie film. Imagine Detroit Rock City mixed with Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, but for fans of Insane Clown Posse. Interesting. Like, Michael, like, dude, you caught my attention just with that one, dude. Like, you just caught my attention.
For me, that is a big pass.
All right, then next up, honestly, in my opinion, the most underrated film of 2025, Americana, starring Sydney Sweeney and Paul Walter Hauser. Very, very good movie. Got a couple of A24 Blu-rays. Materialists. Great movie.
Says you're a juggalo.
Wow, bro. What the hell does that even mean? Anyways, then next up I got Bring Her Back. Excellent movie. And then Michael showed this off. I did buy Weapons on Blu-ray. I will get the 4K at some point. 4K. Shut up. Oh, it's a fan of Insane Clown Posse. Okay.
Oh.
Gotcha. Well, I'm not even familiar with Insane Clown Posse. Like, it's just, I was saying, like, I gained interest because of the fact that it was a combination of Detroit Rock City and Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. Like, that was what caught my attention. So, anyways, Dell brought this one up, but I did buy Fantastic Four First Steps on Steelbook. Love this Steelbook and love this movie. Mission Impossible Final Reckoning, Steelbook, love the Steelbook and love this movie. And then got Shin Godzilla on 4K. I got this last week and I didn't even know that it came out last week. So
things about that film.
It's good. It's not the best Godzilla film. That goes to -1. And then got The Life of Chuck. Incredible.
I still have yet to watch it.
You own it, so you really have no excuse. This is another one you got to watch before the end of the year. Like, watch this and Weapons before the end of the year. But Life of Chuck, this one is in my top 5 right now, and Weapons is in my top 3. Love both of those movies. And then another movie that is in my favorites of the year. I think it's in my top 20. Yeah, it's in my top 20. It's F1.
I got to get that still.
I can't say enough good things about this one that I haven't said already. It's awesome. So, and if you haven't seen F1, check it out.
I got to get my hands on it.
All right, and that is it, guys. That is the episode of Movie Fanatics. We will be back next week with a new episode, but I do want to say this: on November 18th, do not expect an episode of Movie Fanatics because this guy right here has something going on that day. And would you mind announcing to the fine folks?
Yeah, as you all know, I'm a pro wrestling fan. I got tickets to NXT. It's going to be at the theater at Madison Square Garden, so I'm going to be going to that. So, don't expect a Movie Fanatics episode in 2 weeks unless Luke could get possibly Noah, like who we had on the show last week, to fill in. But if not, then there will be no show.
Yeah. So there you go. And as far as for content for me, I literally just posted my October ranking video, which is a half an hour long. I spent about 45 minutes of recording time, and I spent about an hour editing that video. So it took a lot of work. I'm going to say that. It took a lot of work. But as far as this weekend goes, I will be doing a review for Predator Badlands. And this weekend, stay tuned because in the build-up for Keeper, Osgood Perkins' new film, we're going to be doing a watch-along of Longlegs. So look forward to that. I'm very excited to do a watch-along for that. Did a watch-along for The Monkey in October. So we're going to do a watch-along for Longlegs. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Subscribe to Michael's channel. Subscribe to me as well. We'll see you guys next time.
And also,
Peace.
I will be seeing Begonia tomorrow, so expect a movie review on my channel.
There you go. So anyways, that's it for us tonight. See you guys next time. Peace.
Later.